Hi guys, it's Rob here with another database tutorial. And in the last group of videos, we focused on the theory behind database design. Now we're going to focus on some of the actual physical database. So implementation, but we're going to say it contains those last three elements of our six-element structure that I showed you guys in the intro to this course. We're going to go through physical design, implementation, and maintenance of our database. So we're no longer concerned with we're no longer on the theory phase. We're now moving forward to the actual, development of the database, let's say. So ad hoc queries are questions that can be answered using database data, okay? SQL, or the structured query language, is the universal query language of relational DBMS products. And for any of you taking courses in databases, one common multiple choice question would be, what does SQL stand for? Remember, it stands for Structured Query Language. Moving forward, a database schema is a complete logical view of the database containing all the tables, all the columns in each table, the primary key of each table, and the foreign keys that link the tables together. Okay, SQL is a data sublanguage, which means it has only those statements needed for creating and processing database data and metadata. Select specifies columns, from specifies tables, and where specifies rows. And each of these, select, from, and where, are SQL keywords. So basically with select, for example, you would put select, and then you would have column names. And then from, you'd have table name. And then where, you would have, conditions regarding rows. Okay? Moving forward, an SQL comment begins with this right here. So this slash and then asterisk. Then you would write your comment, and then you would end with another asterisk and another slash, but in a reverse order. Now, so at the beginning you started with the slash, asterisk, and then at the end you put the asterisk first and then had the slash. Okay, now SQL statements that are executed transform tables, and the key word here is SQL statements that are executed, right, transform tables. So remember, if you're working in PHP, I know this is a little off topic for just an SQL or database tutorial, but if you're working in PHP, remember, after you execute that, you still have to run the query of the SQL statement, right? You have to run, so I don't know the new notation for it, because I know MySQL is deprecated, but basically you still have to run the query before that result is actually executed. And closure, the closure property means table in, table out, so I think we skipped one of these notes up here. SQL statements start with a table, process that table in some way, right? And then place the results in another table structure. So basically, the closure property, table in, table out. We take a table in, we get a table out, right? And we have, well, we'll get to unary and binary later. But when we run a selection, some of the results may be duplicated. We can eliminate duplicates by using the distinct keyword. So select distinct blank. So this would be column name from table name, right? An SQL asterisk wildcard character is used to indicate that we want all the columns to be displayed. So if we put star here, select star from table name, we want all of those columns in that table to be displayed. In the SQL where clause, if the column contains text or date data, then comparison values must be enclosed in single quotation marks. This is important, and I think single quotation might be the most important part here, along with text or date data. Okay, and when you start running SQL queries, you'll see what I mean. To display the rows in a particular order, use the SQL order by clause, right? And by default, rows are sorted in ascending order. To sort descending or in descending order, add the DESC keyword after the column name. And if you want to add ascending is just this, so this keyword versus descending, which is this, but this is the default. Alright guys, that's all we have time for in this tutorial, but I'll see you in the next tutorial.